Okay, so by now you should be able to fire up Rhino fairly easily. Again, you could go to the desktop to fire up Rhino 7 or into the start application thing. Either way, get yourself here. You don't have to have anything done at this point. However, if you can catch this quick enough, let's say I'm going to try to demonstrate this again. If you fire up Rhino, you'll see this. If you go here and catch it right away, you have all these options to do, right? And it came up. If you did not do that, if you did not mess with this thing, it would go away. And that's probably what happened for you guys, right? And it's just perfectly fine, because all we need to do is to go to File, New. And then it's pretty much the same menu part, except not as slick looking, I guess. Select, if you can, down towards the bottom it says Small Object Inches 3DM. 3DM is the extensions for Rhino, and the small object is, we use to draw something small. Eventually we'll get to large objects, but for now we could use small objects and it'll be fine. The units is the inches. You do have several different options for your units, centimeters, feet, and all that stuff. This is rather important. Select inches. The reason we do that is that other application that we're going to use, which is AutoCAD, its default units are in inches. And we're going to cross-pollinate these two, so the two units have to match, right? Because if you don't, when you bring one file in, the 3DM file into AutoCAD, it's going to either look big or small because the units are different. Okay, so for this time, just go ahead and select Small Object Inches. Click on that. No template is fine. Just say Open. And then you'll come to the same place, except that the units and stuff are set. Once you work on this once, if you're sitting in the same desk, it should keep the last setting that you made. Okay, if you switch desks around, you might have to reset this again. Okay, but the first thing we do is set the unit so that we know how big we're going to draw things, or what unit you're going to use to draw things. The next thing we're going to do is to go ahead and go to Tools, pull down menu, go to Options. Right here, right? Once you do that, click on this thing and another dialog box should pop up. Once that pops up, we're going to go back to units again and click on the caret so it extends it to the model or the layers, right? Right here, model or the layer. Click on the model first, and the model unit, we set that it's going to be inches, so it is in inches. The absolute tolerance is 0.001 units, which is fine. The angle would be 1 degrees as a setting. That'll be fine. Down here where it says distance display, let's select feet and inches. Okay, if you select feet and inches, what you type in could always say 1 foot, 3 inches, or whatever, right? So feet and inches. Where the display precision is, keep it at 1/8 inch. This is what the units will look like. If I click on decimal, it'll look like 1.000 whatever. Fractional, it'll start looking like that. But if we deal with feet and inches, it'll say 1 foot, 1 inch, and 1/8 of an inch. So 1 foot, 1 and 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 of an inch is the precision. So that means that the smallest unit that it's going to go to is like 1/8 of an inch. You could set it smaller. If you click on this thing right here, the caret, you have other choices. something a lot smaller and more precise, or something less precise. Like your absolute precision could be 1 inch, right? If you do that, if you have something that's a 1/2 inch, or you draw something at a 1/2 inch, you'll draw it at a 1/2 inch, but it might not measure to a 1/2 inch. So our precision, I think 1/8 inch would be good for now. Okay, I think that'll be a good coverall for everything. Anything more, you're going to start to futz with it too much. So that's good. Now, in the same units caret, go down to the layout. Same thing, inches, the tolerance, degrees, and here too, set to feet inches. 1/8 inch is fine for your tolerance. Once you do that, you could do more stuff, but I usually say okay. That way I know that my units are all set. Okay? And once it's all set, I am going to go to the tools again.